everyone's on the same page. Once we hear yes, we'll move right on.
What step is it again?
We're on focus prep now. That's just confirming today's main focus so everyone's aligned.
ReGen. Right? We're doing ReGen today, right?
Please stop. Close
Exactly.
your eyes.
We're focusing on ReGen today, so with that confirmed, we'll just move along.
Guys.
Okay, so cool. So we okay. Topic, yeah.
And we've got that
ReGen.
focus confirmed as well. Now let's smoothly continue with the next checklist step.
Okay, what's the next checklist step?
So
We're moving into setup now. The first step here is rhythm. We just need to confirm everyone's settled and ready with our session rhythm. Once we get a yes on that, we'll keep going.
Okay.
the session rhythm is on.
Yeah, the rhythm is on.
Good. Rhythm is confirmed.
Probably double rhythm.
And we're
Do we
set
have
on that.
recording going?
Yes, we have recordings going on. We got transcript. All that is good.
Okay. So that's 100. Reading
All right.
100.
Perfect. So with recordings good to go, we'll just keep going through each setup step. Let's confirm the initial timer is set, and then we'll move forward.
3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Timer, we're over time already. We're 3 minutes over time.
All
Yeah.
right. So we're a few minutes over, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just keep things moving. Next up, let's confirm everyone's done their check-ins so we can continue.
Yes, we did do the check-ins.
All right, check-ins confirmed. We'll just continue right along to the next item.
What's the next item?
Yeah.
Next up, we'll confirm our stop time and initial indexing. Once we get a yes on that, we'll keep rolling forward.
Indexing. So let me get the indexed link.
Sure.
So we're live
Okay.
already. So all I need to get is the link. Copy link, and I'll put on the setup page. Okay, you're good on that.
Perfect. So with that link in place, we're good to go on indexing. We'll keep moving along to the next checklist item.
All right, what's the next checklist item?
We're moving on to policy verification now. Let's just confirm that all our session policies are verified. And once we get a yes from the team,
3.
we'll continue forward.
Inhale together. 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Martins, that's you.
Yeah.
All right.
What is it?
Policy.
We're doing policy verification now. Are our policies verified or not?
Yes, I did that. You can check this session.
Okay,
Verify
cool.
the policy.
So I think we're ready for a view up and a topic. So our topic is ReGen client closing module testing.
Yes.
Got it. So we're all set on the view up. We've got our topic, ReGen client closing module confirmed.
Although I'm just gonna change it to ReGen. Our topic is ReGen. This is UTG.
Understood. Topic set to just ReGen. We'll keep things rolling right along from here.
But our desired outcome will be
We want to test the first module. So I want to review the priorities, go over the overall purpose, and then make sure we test the module. So I just want to make sure to answer all your questions first before we jump into the module so that we have clarity on what's going on with ReGen, her purpose.
yeah.
Time for
We've got that noted.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
We've got
So
that
now-
noted. We'll make sure to review priorities, and once that's clear, we'll proceed to test the module. Let's keep things smooth and just move forward from here.
Do we have agreement on the topic?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Great. We've got that agreement on the topic. We'll keep going through the checklist from here.
What's the next checklist item?
Next up, we'll just confirm the topic timer is set, and once we've got a yes on that, we'll keep going.
Ooh, topic timer. Okay. Topic timer is set and started.
Perfect. Topic timer is set. We'll just keep going through the next checklist steps from here.
Just go on to the next checklist step.
Understood. We'll just continue. Next up is making sure our work is organized and the initial topic is indexed. Then we'll move right along.
Are you doing the indexing?
Yeah, I'm doing the indexing. Right away.
All right, indexing is in progress. We'll just keep going step by step from here.
What's after the indexing?
After the indexing, we'll just confirm our notes are updated, and once that's done, we'll keep moving forward.
Okay, so I think we are ready to do the topic.
Okay.
We have the website, and
Great.
it's just ReGen.li. There wasn't a lot of options, so not as good as size.team, but whatever, it's fine. So the ReGen platform is basically, the general idea is to take small parts of all the other platforms we want to build and to do one small part, right?
Okay.
So does that
Okay.
make sense? Do you want to review that some more?
Yes, I do. It does. It does.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. So basically, we're gonna do a lot of things on ReGen, but very, very small amounts of each thing, right? So if you go to the main the main page, homepage for ReGen, and you go down, I can share my screen if you want here. It might help. All right, here we go. So you can see all of the revenue priorities. So there's currently 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I get 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Close your eyes. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That makes
5.
perfect sense.
Open
We'll keep
your
it
eyes.
simple and just move on to the next checklist item.
So currently the only one that works is client closing, right? That's the only one that we've set up so far. So this would be equivalent to like the platform that we would build for Nexus, right? But it's just a small part of the overall Umbus platform. It's just one component. So all these other 14 modules will be created later, right?
Okay.
Absolutely. We've got that noted. We'll just keep things moving along the checklist as we go.
Yeah, so from there we have our priority list of
And we'll just keep going step by step.
basically we have our priority list of all of the platforms, right? So our first priority is ReGen. It's the only one that got an 8, right?
Okay.
So the second platform was the Umbus client platform for client sales and contracts value, right? So that's why I started with the client closing module of ReGen.
Okay.
Absolutely. We've got that all noted. We'll keep stepping through each checklist item from here.
So basically, after we complete this and it's all verified, we're going to go on to the value, right?
Okay.
And the value one is not part of ReGen. So this will be starting a new platform for payroll, bills, and budgets, right? And our team team HR, right? So we're basically ready to do that now. So we just need to do the testing on umbus in the client closing, and then we can go on to the value. You can start working on that. So we should be able to start that today. So you could be doing testing on ReGen, and then I could be getting started on the value platform.
Okay.
Then after we get started with the value platform, then we're going to go on to the investors. So if we go back to ReGen, the investor would be the investor materials. So investor materials are going to create the professional pitch decks, one pagers, investor ready documentation, right? So this is the next step. So this platform is on ReGen. So we will go ahead and go back to ReGen, do this second module, and we're only going to do one component of the investor materials setup, right? And eventually one day we'll go back and do the full platform. But for now, the module will be enough. So it'll be a much more simplified version, right? Because it'll just be like one little part. And then after we do that module, we'll go on to the token creation module.
Take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
So the token creation module will be a very, very minor, small component of the whole overall token site that we're going to be making. But yeah, but that will be the one afterwards, right? So that will get 3 modules done. Then we're going to go on to value tracking, which is going to connect to the value platform. So all of our payroll will be based on input, and then the value tracking will help us track our value, and then we just input it into the value site for the payroll. Okay, then after that, after we get our value tracking, then we're going to go on to the media hub, and the media hub is the next module that we will do, and this will be the 4th module within ReGen. Okay, so basically eventually we'll have multiple media platforms that are independent from ReGen, but for now we're just going to do a simple ReGen platform that's just going to post to social media on our behalf, right? It'll be very simple, just a few different social media sites that are the simplest to post to, so that we meet our policies. Okay, so those are going to be the first, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 platforms or modules that we're going to do. So we're just basically have the ReGen platform, the value platform, and the value tracking platform. And then we'll do modules for the client closing, the investor platform, the tokens, and in the media hub. So this gives us a really, really good plan for moving forward. So everything is organized step by step, and that we are able to achieve the goal of everything we're trying to do, because it's really not that hard. We should be able to do it pretty quickly, okay, within a few weeks.
Okay.
All right. So, and this is primarily because of ReGen, where we're doing all these modules instead of entire platforms. So I can really quickly show you how the ReGen site works, but what you need to do is you need to sign on to it. So when you sign on, you're going to sign on as an individual and make sure you have a username. Then what I can do is I can come into the settings for the project. So the project is Umbus SVG. And I would come into the team, and then I would add a team member, and I would just need your username, and then we just add you. Okay. So from there, you go on to the dashboard, and the dashboard is where you have the 15 modules. So these are the 15 modules of the dashboard for, in this case, the Umbus SVG dashboard. And again, you can create a dashboard for every single project that we want to, right? So then we would click on here and go to the client closing, and so then it would open up the client closing. So here you can add clients. Right now there's only the 2 clients. I put SBLC and I put a test client. So you click on add client, and they would take you through the add client, and you can do either a manual setup or you can do the AI assisted setup. I don't know if you set up the manual, it's right now it's just AI assisted. But you put in the client name, email, you would put in the current situation, what the setup goals are, and then you would put in any documents or information about the client that you wanted to upload. And then it would kind of just give you an overview of all of that and how much it's going to cost. Okay? So, and the cost is more of like the whole idea about AI is that we always want to know the interaction cost, token usage, energy consumption, so we can monitor our ecological and economic footprint, right? But overall, the site itself doesn't really cost money every time you click on something. It mainly costs money just like a monthly, you have your monthly team value, right? So basically, we're expecting to pay like, $30 a month. Is actually pretty cheap for what we're offering.
Okay.
Yeah, but we haven't gone through the whole model yet for how we're gonna be doing the pricing yet, but we'll get to that. All right. So anyway, so this is the dashboard. So right now the main thing is just getting you signed up, and then you can try doing it. So once you have a client, you like SBLC, for example, you come to the client page, right? And then you can start taking action. So it gives us basically a management plan, what are our goals, and then this is the progress that we're trying to do. So we need to check off each component of the progress. So once we complete the budget and the payment terms, then we would check that off. Once we complete the scope, we check that off. Once we complete the contract, we check that off, right? So each of these we want to check off. And we could add more. For example, we could have the contract draft and then the contract agreement, right? So you could have additional steps so that you can track off, what it is that you want to do. And the way you edit that is you would go into the client closing configuration. So the module configuration allows you to update the checklist, although that didn't work. So this is a problem in the settings. The uploaded documents don't work. All right, well, here's our first bug that we found, is that the actual settings don't go anywhere. Anyway, so that should be very easy to fix. So I'll fix that real quick. So what you need to do is you log in. I'll fix the module configuration, but you can update the checklist for what you want to be in the checklist, but it'll change for all clients. So whatever we agree on for the progress checklist, we would want to make changes together because that will affect all clients. But for example, we could take the contract terms that are negotiated and accepted, and we could also say, okay, do we have a draft contract?
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
So we could add another step in here, which is draft the contract and then get agreement on the contract, right? So it could be 2 separate steps. So here you have the actions. So you can either send client update, create proposal, create scope, create timeline, create invoice, or send invoice. So sending invoice is the only thing that can happen manually pretty much. But really, if you're doing everything manually without AI, like if you turn AI off, then basically it's just going through the checklist and you're just manually doing everything yourself, right? So that is sort of the manual model. But when you turn the AI on, it will do all of this for you and with you, okay? But you do have to input information, and you have to and down here you have the documents, so you can add documents. So we have the SBLC proposal, we have the client profile, and the scope, the current draft scope. So we have the draft, this is the draft proposal, the client profile, and the draft scope, right? So as we create documents, we'll add them here, and then it just kind of creates a hub for all of our clients. So of course we want to, have all of our clients. I mean, in the end, they probably would have a few dozen internal clients alone, right? Plus, we want to create the existing clients that we do have agreements and contracts for, which include, we have the agreement with Jurison, and we have the agreement with, Jurison/Activity, right? And then, I guess it would be Jurison, right? And then we have the agreement with, the operations, the new operations, right? Yeah. So eventually all of these contracts should be listed here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And this one needs to be deleted, but you can't delete it. So that's also another problem. We'll have
to be deleted and editable.
Yeah, well, it's totally editable. But I mean, basically, you could just take this test client, and you could. Can you update it? No, you can't edit it. Oh no, yeah, you can edit the client details. Yeah, you can edit the client details. Yeah. Okay. So I would just say let's not delete it just yet, and probably we would just archive it anyways, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so questions. Like the most important thing you need to do is to
Time
sign
to
up
pause.
as an
Please
individual.
stop.
So I can add
Close
you.
your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
You signed in earlier. If you check the name of, if you can add my username or handle so that I can begin to start testing the platform.
Okay, so do you have that or what?
You have that, just it's at Martins. At Martins.
Oh, you have it.
That's
Okay.
my handle.
So I just go into the settings and I say team, and I go add member at Martina. There you are. Yay. Okay, and then I say, okay, you're gonna be a admin. Add to team. Okay, cool. It says that you're in there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So then I go back to the dashboard, media portal. Cool. Perfect. All right. Awesome. All right. Cool. So just let me know if you have questions. Again, I mean, everything's basically functional online. You can share your screen. I can talk you through anything. But basically, it's all functional. You just have to start adding the clients one by one, and then we just go through the checklists and work with the AI to set up all of the contracts and everything. But it's still, of course, very, very preliminary. Like I haven't actually created a contract yet. Right?
Okay.
So it's still very preliminary. It's just ready for testing. We can make clients. We can actually create documents. We can do all that, but I have never tried it. I haven't actually done the documents. I haven't created invoices. I haven't created timelines or values or anything. So it's all, and the timeline is the timeline and the deliverables, right? So this would be deliverables timeline. So we might want to change the name for that so it's clear that that's the deliverables. All right, so let me make sure I'm taking notes. Hold on 1 second. So I need to write down things to take. So the settings, configuration, edit configuration for modules, and then we had the last one I just thought was the create deliverables timeline, and then the other edit was. There's one other problem. Do you remember what it was? It was being able to delete. Oh, archive. Yeah, so we want to archive clients. Archive clients. All right.
What about generate reports for clients?
That would be a client update, right?
Okay, update.
So send client update. So this would create a client update. Of course, you would, and then it would email it automatically to the client.
Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So let's say, for example, today we're working on UTG. So if we had UTG as a client, we would want to send an update for what happened today, and then we would click on send client update. We would input the summary of today's session, and then ask the AI to draft a summary, or not a summary, but an email update to the client, and then send it automatically. And it should be able to, it probably won't be able to send automatically yet, but it should be able to do that eventually. Okay? But it will be able to draft the email, and then whether it can send it, I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Okay.
But every client should have an email associated with it when you set up the client. Yeah, the client email's up here at the top. Okay.
Info at SBLC. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's a correct email, but it's like whatever. We need to set up emails for all of our clients, but overall it doesn't. We can use the same email or whatever. It's like whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So let's see if it works for you. Like we've never tested the team function before. This will be the first time.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get these edits. Oh wait, we missed our break too. Oops.
Yes, let's take a break. Let's take like 5-minute break.
Okay, quick break.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll continue from there.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
We'll just pause here and then we'll pick right back up after the break.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
We'll take that stretch and be right back to continue from where we left off.
I'm back.
Okay.
So let me start with UTG as is suggested.
Setting up the client is, does take some effort. So the main things you would want for setting up a client is you would want, the name, the description, an email so we can send invoices, right? But you can basically just use activity email or whatever email really. We can always change the email, and then we're gonna want to have any drafts or information or basically all of the interview questions and information that we have, right, for UTG. So I don't know if that exists or not.
All right. We'll just keep it simple and continue with the next step from there.
I'm just trying to fill up the barrel.
And we'll keep going through each step as we go along.
So when you go to your projects page, are you able to see the project? Like, did it actually work?
Yes, I just open the profile. Now, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
I have no project yet.
Okay, well, try going to the projects page.
Okay.
Like, it should be at the top.
This is all what I could see.
There is no projects page.
Time to pause.
Okay, try going to regen.la/projects.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
ReGen
Yeah, just get rid
LI
of
/
profile. Just write projects.
All right, we'll just keep it simple and continue to the next checklist item from here.
Projects with an S.
Okay, yes.
Understood. We'll just keep going from here. Let's continue to the next checklist item.
No projects. Okay. All right. Well, let's. Obviously, this is a bug. This is what we're trying to fix. So I haven't actually logged in with the personal account yet. So we need to troubleshoot this together. So we added a team member to a project, but in the team member account, they can't.
Absolutely. We'll just keep track of that and move forward to the next step on our checklist.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
I just click on home and saying start projects.
What'd you say?
I click at home now. It says start project.
No. You want to stay in your projects. Just hold on a second. There's clearly a bug, and so it's a problem.
Okay.
Okay, it's fixing it right now.
Okay.
All right, we'll just keep going through the checklist and move on to the next step.
All right, so they fixed it. So now I just have to update it. So it's updating. Just hold on 1 minuto here.
We'll just keep things moving along. Once that's updated, we'll proceed to the next checklist step.
Okay, so now you can update again. Just do a refresh.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Well, did you get anything?
Not at all. I'm yet to see anything. No project yet.
All right. We'll just keep going through the next checklist step from here.
Okay, try going into your profile.
Okay, profile.
All right. We'll just keep
And you
going
can
through the
also
next
try.
check.
You can try refreshing one more time as well. And we're also out of time.
All
Let's
right.
do view up.
We'll just keep moving step by step through the checklist.
So did you try going to your profile?
We'll just keep it simple and continue to the next checklist item.
This is my profile.
Go down.
And
No
we'll just
projects,
keep
okay.
going step by step from here.
All right, so yeah, I don't know. Let's try re-adding you or something. So I'm gonna go to ReGen. I'm gonna try re-adding you and see if it helps at all. So I'm going to settings, going to team. Huh, the team members disappeared. Okay, so I'm re-adding you. So for some reason the team members disappeared. Infinite recursion detected in policy something or other. Oh, here we go. Admin. Infinite recursion detected. What does that mean?
We'll just keep it simple and continue to the next checklist item.
Certainly not working still. So we're going to we're gonna need to troubleshoot this. I didn't actually get this part set up, so you're just gonna have to wait. So I don't know if you have anything else to work on, but just give me a little bit here. Oh, we can set up another topic. I don't know if we're gonna do topic. Also, I have some major accounting issues where we went over funds that need to be fixed. Big major issue.
Open your eyes.
Okay, let's
We'll just keep
topic
things
2,
simple
and
and
that will
move
be
on to the next
troubleshooting.
checklist item.
Troubleshooting team let's just have another topic. So I'll be troubleshooting on ReGen platform.
We'll just keep going step by step from here on the checklist.
Troubleshooting. This might be up to 4 minutes.
We'll just keep moving along to the next checklist item.
Okay. So now that is it. So topic 2 is
And
to
we'll just keep going step by step from here.
topic 2 is ReGen troubleshooting.
Okay, let's try to stick to 12 minutes on this, and then I need to work some
Time
on
to take
this
a break. Please
counting
stop,
problem.
write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
But we should be able to get this completed. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's causing problems. But let's just see what's going on here.
We'll just keep it simple and move on to the next checklist item.
So do we have agreement on the topic? Topic 2.
Yes.
And we'll just keep going step by step from here.
So do you have anything else that you can work on? Maybe we should go into silent work, because there's nothing you can really do to help me on this. I just need to fix this bug.
Yes, of course. I will finish up with the recruitment follow-up. I've been following the work organizing spreadsheet. I will link it. I'll be working on that.
All right.
Okay.
And we'll just keep going step by step from here.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, it looks like maybe it's working again. Yes, it works. It's working for me. So is it working for you or what?
We'll just keep things moving along and continue to the next checklist step.
As of break, time to start. Please get focused on the session.
We'll just keep going step by step from here.
Are you able to see it now, Martins? If you go to your projects page. Martins, is it working or not? Hello, Martins, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was on mute. It is working.
Great.
That is why I'm sharing. Can you see my screen? It is
Yes,
working.
All right, so just let me know if you have questions. I think everything is looking pretty good. It can't send emails still, so there's no email function, but everything else is pretty good.
We'll just keep it simple and continue to the next checklist item.
I like to go to client closing project.
And
What's
we'll
the
just keep
question?
going step.
I said I want to. We are testing client closing, right? So it's bringing AI setup. Okay. Let me try the manual. The manual will be better. Nice.
We'll just keep things simple and move on to the next checklist item.
We need to repeat that for every quotation. So I should confirm. Is that going to be yes or what? Is there a way to confirm? Add new step. I will delete. Continue.
And we'll just keep going step by step from here.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Project.
We'll just keep it simple and move on to the next checklist item.
Project of SVG. SVG. We're going to find under SVG. We have all this one. Some of them are not.
And we'll just keep going step by step from here.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Lucy. How's it going?
Okay, she's on mute. Hello?
Can I have the note?
Even paper on Discord.
We'll we'll just keep it simple and continue to the next checklist item.
So, Lucy, have you set up your user on the new platform for ReGen?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
So if you want to, like we have the one module set up now out of 15, so it's 1/15th complete. But if you want to set up your user, then we can add you as a team member for Umbus SVG for the client closing.
Okay, you can add me.
Well, no, you have to sign up first as an individual.
Oh,
And this is just
That means
because all of our platforms are separated, right? We don't have a shared database for the usernames. In the future, once you're signed up for one platform, it will be the same for everything, but we're still kind of debugging everything. We're still setting up things. So that might be in 6 months or a year where we'll have that all finalized.
okay.
The moment I clicked on project under client closing, it brought me to editing the list of steps involved. And after I said, and it was telling me to continue, and I clicked continue, it came to payment method. Set up email for payment method.
What are you doing?
Okay, let me share my screen. You see.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2.
So it seems like it's
Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2,
actually
3.
in the same
Exhale.
thing.
Relax.
Because it looks like it doesn't look like you actually went to the client closing module that we already set up. It looks like you're creating a new one, right? Or no?
No, it's the same one. When I came here, client closing.
Uh-huh.
So when I clicked on it, sorry here, this one.
But it's
Came
just
here.
going to the setup. It's not actually going to the client closing. So that looks like another bug. So hold on
Okay.
a second here. So you're not. So we already configured the client closing module already. So it should all be
Yes.
set up, but you're not getting that. So let's figure out what's going on. So hold on a sec. So when the team member goes.
I also tried to register. It say create the project. Next step.
Did you register as an individual?
I just go start. Then take me from
No,
start.
don't go start. Register correctly as an individual, as was instructed.
Go to setup. From setup, you see individual, project, then enterprise. Choose individual. Just put your username, your handle name, email address. Then it will take you to the login page.
Now it's not going back again.
It's
Well,
not going back
You
again.
probably
Yeah,
need
say
to re-register.
manual setup project name.
Can you share your screen? Let me turn off my system. And you share your. Let me turn off my sharing. Can you share your screen?
Yeah. You see, I cannot go back. After register, it take me to this page.
After, let me see. New project. Wow. Can you go back? Press back.
Yeah, you
Even
set
if
up
I
as
go
a you set yourself up as a project, not as an individual.
So you have to go there. Go there to the main ReGen.
So, up to here.
Let's go back to ReGen. Yes, cool.
You see,
No.
it's bringing me back here.
The next tab here. The tab before this one. After BT session, go to your browser tab. Yes, this one, yes. Click on it.
The same thing.
the same thing.
Time to
Then go
pause.
back to the
Please stop.
go back to the
Close
make
your
and
eyes. Count 1, 2, 3,
close
4,
everything.
5. Open your eyes.
I close everything if I go to the
You might need
only
to close,
you see.
close the tab and go back to our notes where the link is. They enter. Yes.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Still taking me there.
Okay, well just do manual setup and put a project name in, and then just push OK.
What is the project name?
It doesn't matter. Just put
You can
test or put cancel, because you're gonna get rid of this anyways. Like basically, you just need to delete this account,
Okay.
and then you're gonna start over. So you don't need to do that. Just push continue. Okay, create project.
Project.
Okay, cool. All right, so then go over to the top right. Why does it say taxes? Oh, that's the project you created. I see. Okay, so then go to the top right. Top right, yeah, and then go to settings. Settings.
Setting.
And then
Setting.
go all the way down. Oh no.
Undo.
This is not settings. Huh.
I'm on setting.
Okay,
I'm
go to dashboard.
Mm.
I don't know, that's just not correct settings. That's a bug. That's a problem. So it needs to be fixed. But go to the
Okay.
dashboard.
Settings. Dashboard.
It's
Okay,
taking the same place.
click go back to settings. Click go back to settings, because
I'm sorry,
you're already in the
but
settings.
you've hit the time limit for this
So click
conversation.
back to settings. Yeah, you're already
Please
in the
start
settings.
a new chat to keep
Okay,
the conversation
so click
going.
back to settings.
Back
I'm
to setting
sorry,
again.
but you've hit the daily limit
Huh.
for advanced.
It's not going, Martin.
Well, we clearly
Sign out.
we clearly have a bug. So I don't.
Can you?
Wait, yeah. Try to sign out. Just go to the taxes, and then click on sign out.
Sign out.
Okay, cool. So then try to sign up with a.
Sign up. You not sign. You just sign in again. You
Yeah,
need
you
to
just
sign
signed
out.
in.
Sign out and sign up. Sign up. Yes. Then individual. Go to individual, not project.
And no, wait. Before you do that, click update, like the refresh button. Click the refresh button. Yeah. Okay, so now you want to do sign up.
Sign up, not sign in. Sign up. Go to sign up. Create an account.
Please stop, stand up, and
Okay,
stretch
perfect.
and move
Then you do
around for 30
individual.
seconds.
Great.
Your yes, undo. Yeah, perfect.
This email already exists. Wow.
Sign in. So do you have another email address? We might need to delete that account.
Or we just need
Anyway.
to fix to delete the existing account. So if you want to sign in with your existing account, we can try to delete.
Delete.
Okay, try to sign in again then. Push on the sign in.
Click sign it. Yeah, cool.
And try to go back to settings. Maybe try to fill out the rest of the profile. Click on description and add profile and see if you can save public profile with the description and purpose. And then maybe that might fix something.
I said,
Can you click on description, add anything like a dot or a letter, and then do that for purpose as well, just to see if that might be the problem. Okay, so now try going back to the settings. Okay, it worked. Okay, so the only problem was that you hadn't filled in the rest of the profile.
Okay. So now where should I delete the account here? Okay, go here. At the settings. No.
So you come on the thing, come on that
The
thing.
bottom, just go all the way to the bottom. The bottom. Danger zone.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to delete project.
Delete project.
Now it goes to create new project because it doesn't actually delete the account.
Time to pause. Please
Ah.
close your
Okay,
eyes.
so refill in,
One,
do the manual
two,
setup again, but this time do
four,
project name with
five.
description
Open your eyes.
and project name, description, and the purpose, right?
To take me then somewhere again.
Yeah, this is better. Now go to client closing.
Does it take me to the another? I think it is working.
Well, yeah, it's working for a project. You just signed up as a project, so it's working as a project. But we don't want to. You don't want to be a project. You need to be an individual. Because if you're a project, then you cannot get access to other work, right? So what you need to do, Lucy, is you need to go into the settings. Well, you're gonna have to refresh, right? You really just need to wait. So just keep waiting. I need to fix this bug.
Okay. Let me wait then.
Yes. So basically, go back to the settings.
Where is it? Doctor. Settings. Then
And then
I go
just have to wait.
zone.
You just have to wait. So right now you can archive the project, and really it's not deleting a project, it's resetting the project, right? So this does not delete the account, it resets the project. Right? So we're trying to get a different one that would be actually to actually fully remove this account, right? The email and the login itself. So also in relationship to the reason why it does this is because you can have an enterprise account, and in an enterprise account you can have multiple projects, and then you can delete one project while keeping another one, you know?
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Anyways, I think after this we should do a topic on just like silent work.
Okay. Have you been able to fix the other bug we noticed regarding creating an account? I mean, setting up a project.
What bug? What is it?
Okay. The bug that I complained about, that I couldn't see, I can't go to set up a project.
Okay, let's see. Done. Team members can now access configured modules. All right. So yeah, it should be working. So just update and then share your screen, and we'll see if it works.
Okay. So Lucy might need to.
I'm checking it on mine. So going in here, active project. You go in here and go to client closing. Yeah, it's correct now. Although the clients are not there. That's weird. Huh.
Yeah, it is there. It's working.
Yeah, but there's no clients
there.
there. So it's not
Zero.
shared. It's not like a shared. So we need to make sure all the clients, everything is there, that it's shared between the whole team. So that's a problem. Anyways, I don't know what's going on with the whole deleting the account issue, but that doesn't seem to be working.
Okay.
It looks like it's not actually doing anything.
Okay.
We have to focus on one at a time. What should we focus on first? Should we try to fix Lucy first, or should we try to fix the actual access to the client closing first?
Let us fix Lucy's own first, then we move to mine.
To pause.
All right.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Haven't we run out of time
here it goes,
for topic 2? I think we have run out of time for topic 2. Let's create topic 3.
Yes, I think we should focus. Well, I guess we could finish trying to deal with these troubleshootings with the account and the access, because this is a major issue. So I think today overall all we're going to really solve is just the access problems, but we should be able to have that fixed. Okay. All right, Lucy, so are you sharing your screen, Lucy?
Yeah, she's still showing.
Okay, so just give it one more minute. I don't...
Okay, I think I was talking while on mute, I'm sorry.
Okay, so now I want you to refresh.
Okay, let me refresh.
Okay, here we go.
Now,
So now we have delete account and delete project. So the deleting account is very different than deleting a project. So you want to delete the account.
So I have to start with the project first.
No, delete the account. Yes, there you go. Yes, you have to type delete to confirm.
Delete.
It looks like it needs to be caps.
Okay, let me put caps. Yes. Oh, it's deleting slowly. Yeah.
Account deleted. Okay, so now you should be able to get started.
We'll go to individual.
Yeah,
yes.
So click on get started, and then you're sign up. So do sign up.
Individual.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me put the password.
Okay, cool. So now you're individual. Excellent. All right, so now let's fix this other issue. So we've got that one fixed. Excellent.
Yeah, good now. So from here, it's saying let's enter your BIOS. Okay. Then your project. So what next from here? I can just.
We need to add you to the project. So hold on a minute. So either me or Martins needs to add you to the project. You want to try doing it, Martins?
Yeah,
Okay.
let me try this.
Okay, you can add me.
Time to take a break.
Yeah.
Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Mm. Manage team. Award. Good London. Lucy. Yeah, cool. I have Lucy, so I can have Lucy. Lucy, you might need to refresh again. I've added you. Added you. Okay, let me give you full access. Yeah. You can check. Do you refresh your?
Yes, Martin, I refresh.
Okay. Now let me see your screen, please. Can you share your screen?
Oh, let me share my screen. My screen is shared.
Make sure there's at
sorry.
least a letter in your bio, just so that it's not blank. We don't want to have that problem again. Okay, and then you want to click on the projects button and see if the projects come up.
For you to see the project, you might need to go to. Are you listening,
Well, just
Lucy?
click the projects button at the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
No projects yet. So did you add Lucy to the project?
Yes, I did. I added her.
Okay, try pushing refresh, Lucy.
I'm refreshing.
Okay,
No
let me try.
Just say welcome back, Lucy. No project.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me check it again. Let me check it again.
It doesn't say that she's added for me.
So I keep getting this word that says. Actually, I had it. Anyway, let me re-add it again. Okay, let me share my screen.
Missing the break.
But maybe you can't. Okay. Maybe you can't add her. Maybe only I can add her with the actual project.
Okay. Let me share my screen so that you can see the response I'm getting. Lucy, share your screen so that I can.
Okay. Go ahead. Also, remember we need to take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break. Just this one. After this one, then. So I came here on the project, so I.
Oh, wait. This is not correct. First of all, you're in your own personal account, so yeah, this is just not correct and not going to work. So go to project. Yeah, I don't think you can access the project settings yet. So it says you're in here, but yeah. So anyways, let's not worry about that yet. I'm just gonna add Lucy myself, okay?
Okay.
With the actual project account, make your admin, full access, add to team. Okay, so now it should work. Because you can't even see everyone else on the team. It's just not functional. So there's still a lot to be done between. We've never had the individual users of the project yet, so this is all still new and in setting it all up. You know, this is one of the problems with the model of keeping every single database separate, is that every single time we set it up, we have to create new logins and new accesses, and it's just such a pain in the butt. Whereas in the model in the future, we'll just have one access point and one login that will go to everything, so we don't have to redo this every single platform. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, but just what it is. So Lucy, do you see the project now?
And
It's
the
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on
Pardon,
the
Jay?
session.
Do you see the project now?
Yeah, I see the project. Perfect. Yes. I see Ambers SVG active 2021. 2021.
What do you mean 2021?
It's just showing here. It's functioning. It's active 12 2020. 20, I mean 12 21 2025.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, the day it was started up. Yeah.
Yeah. You can take a break now.
Yeah. Okay, break.
Let's take 5-minute break.
Okay.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Back as well. Should we make a new topic? Or you do troubleshooting? Or we give you up? I think we need to give you up.
Okay, I actually need to get going here, so let's just fix this last login issue to make sure everything is logging in, make sure everything is accessible properly, and then I think we'll be done, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, so we're all gonna need to wait 1 minute. Then we're gonna need to refresh everything.
Okay.
And see if it works.
Okay.
So I'm refreshing.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And then I'm going into the project. Switch to project account. Good, good, good. You're about to enter Umbus. As you see, enter Umbus. Perfect. Good, good, good. And then I click on client closing. And the clients are still not there. Alright, so let me refresh here. So if I go to the project dashboard and I say refresh, and I go to client closing, all the clients are still gone. Okay, so maybe the problem is that we actually lost the clients.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know exactly why, but I think the problem here is that we have all these separate user accounts. So there's me, there's Lucy, there's the actual project. So the project, you log in as the project, right? So there's a primary project account, and then we all have individual users that then access the project account to all work on it together, right? So I don't know. what that's going to mean, but then also there's going to be the shared editing, and I don't know how that's going to work, but it's just we just need to get it all functional, so we just have to be patient.
Okay.
And just so you all know, one of the things that I have been starting to do is that because the work takes quite a long time for the AI to do the coding, right? That I'm actually getting in the habit of switching back and forth. So I'll have two platforms, like I'll work on PEP and ReGen at the same time, and then I'll get a bug working on ReGen, and then I'll go to PEP and I'll be fixing bugs on PEP, and then I'll go back and forth while I'm waiting. So, but yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention is that we do have 2 accounts in the negative. We have major problems with our money, so that needs to be addressed and fixed. And then from there, Martins, maybe you can update and explain everything to Lucy.
Ole, I'm back. Sorry.
Our order of all of
Please stop.
the platforms
Stand up
that we're going to be working on in
move around for
modules.
30 seconds.
So we have the whole setup of all the platforms and the modules that we're going to be doing, so that we have clarity that it's not just ReGen, right? We're also going to be working on our payroll and value tracking, and then also we're currently working on 4 modules of the 15. So right now we have the first module in testing, which is almost good to go, and then we're going to start working on all the other modules. But right now we're going to prioritize the first like 4 or 5 modules, and then eventually we'll get all 15 done, but it's going to take time, one at a time, or it's prioritize them.
Okay.
All right, so that looks good. So now we need to go back and address this whole issue. So we still have a issue with the client closing, in that we were not sharing the data with the project. But now the project itself has lost all the client data as well. The clients are gone. So don't know if that data is it's working. Here, let me show you on my screen here.
Okay.
So this actually does seem to be working now with the settings. So
Are we on the same one topic, or which topic are we? Still on topic 2?
yes, we're just trying to troubleshoot. So can you see my screen?
I can see your screen, and we have lost.
Okay. So on the client closing, right, you can make a client. So when you create a client, you're going to stick to the AI assisted for now, but you put the client name, the email, the company. We're going to be getting rid of phone number. And then you basically would put all the client information, like the current situation, what step we're on, what the goals we're trying to accomplish. And then we would upload all the documents, if there's any documents with the client that we've created, or anything that we want to save, right? And then that would set up the client configurations and get everything set up. It says the database table is empty. Let me check if there's still any local storage data. The original local storage was never migrated. The migration code only runs when...
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
It says that our data was lost, that we have no clients anymore.
Ah. So what might happen? Can you check if it is on delete?
I'm back.
Okay.
So, Martins, it looks like we lost our clients.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. This is serious.
Well, there was only one client, so it's not that big a deal. It was like a test client anyways, right? So anyways, I'm making a backup function so we can back up our clients and, save and import them and export them and stuff.
That is better. At least if you lost the client, you can still get.
So Lucy, have you seen the final
Time for
work
breath.
on
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2,
I'm not
3.
getting you,
Exhale.
Martin.
1,
You,
2,
it,
3.
it sounds
Pause.
like you are
Inhale
very
together.
far from your
1,
machine.
2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
I think it is the network. Can you get me now?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I said, have you checked the link I sent on the post for concerning recruitment work follow-up list? I did a final review or final work on it. So it's for the team to go over and review it.
All right, when you're ready, I can just show Lucy like a test client and how it all is gonna work. So just let me know when you're ready. What?
We are ready.
Okay, so let's just do a test client again. So AI assistant model will do test client, test email, test company, test phone number, test, and we don't have to upload any documents. All right, so then it does the review. It's very low cost because there's hardly any documents or anything to review, so that makes it easy. All right, so we have the test client. The email might be hidden eventually, but this basically brings up the client management plan, and then here you have the progress, so you can like check the progress items. We could change some of these to have drafts as well. We could have draft scope and then scope finalized, contract scope, contract finalized. So right now it just says everything's finalized, so we can't really check anything off. But it depends on how you want to do it. So those are the 10 progress steps. If you go to the settings, wait, no, sorry. We're not doing the settings. So you go dashboard. So this is the client closing. If you go to the module configuration, because we're in the module, and just to remind you, there are 15 modules, right? And all of these have to do with the revenue generation, and each of these will be like a mini version of like the actual platform that we're going to create. So client closing is the only one that works right now. All the other 14 do not work. Okay? So when you go to the module configuration, you can edit the checklist, right? So this checklist can be edited, so we could add a new item. Actually, it doesn't allow you to actually edit it. You can add it though. So it allows you to add an item, but you can't edit. So if we want to add and change things around, we can change that. I can add the editing function very easily, and you can like change the order too. should be able to change the order. Anyway, so that needs to be fixed a little bit. Let's note that down. Fix
Time to pause. Please stop.
checklist.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right, so we'll fix that. And then over here, we've got, you come over here, you've got the adding the client. So then once you have the client added, you have the progress, you have the client plan, and then you have the actions. And then here you can edit the client details. You can always be editing and changing and updating the client details, okay? So you have send client updates, create proposal, create scope, create deliverables timetable, or timeline, create deliverables timeline, and create invoice or send invoice. So the emailing for the send client updates and the send invoice, the emailing function doesn't work yet, but that should be pretty easy to set up. So we can also add that here. So we need to finalize email sending setup. So that should be pretty easy to do. But then from there, everything else works pretty good. So for like, let's say we wanted to create, there's still no documents though. So, I mean, it'll help when wait, actually it should have documents. Let's see. So if we go to the clients and we say, module, there should be 8 documents. So this is the training. So we have the draft scopes and the draft, agreements and everything and proposals. So it should have access to those. I don't know. We've never done this before. So this is all brand new. So basically, if you click on, let's say we do a proposal, right? It's going to come up here. We have the checklist for the progress. You have a compelling proposal. And so we can chat with the AI, right? And you can also upload. So let's say I needed to upload an example proposal, and we can see if it has access. Like, do you have access to the example proposals within the module documents? And then we want to create a test proposal for our client. I understand. I've incorporated your feedback about, do you have access to your document? Please review. So, I mean, I don't know what that even means, and I can't even read this. I don't know what this is. But anyway, so this is still going to need some work. I don't think it actually functions yet. And I don't know if this is even the right AI that we want to work with, but we can try to upload it. So it would be like this one, right? So
time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
So I just don't understand why we can't actually see anything. It's like all white. Anyway, so this part is not particularly functional yet, and also I don't think this is necessarily the right chat bot. So we might want to be able to control which chat functioning we're doing and get that all organized. But anyways, the main thing is just being able to see the preview. I can't actually see anything, you know? So anyways, I don't think this actually works yet, you know? But anyways, this is how it's going to be. Basically, it should be able to draft the proposal, and then you should be able to work on editing it with the AI to get it correct. And then once it's done, you can save or download or complete it. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, but we still need to start playing around with this and practicing it, and it's still obviously clearly problems. So I would say that it doesn't work yet. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. But so let's we can schedule some more and just keep working on it. At least for now, we should be able to see the client. So now there's one client. So let's see if look, the client came up in my view too. Right, so if I switch to my personal view, so if I share my entire screen, you can see here, like, this is the project account, and you can see the test client, and then this over here is my personal account where I can switch back to my personal individual account, and you can see here that the client does come up. So the data is shared now between the different clients.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
All right. So anyways, that's definitely a start. We're making progress, but we still need to fix a lot of these other things, you know?
Okay.
And it looks like it fixed all of the details for the loss of data. So hopefully that works.
Okay.
Cool. So I think this is pretty much everything at this point. I can't think of anything else that... Are there any questions? I mean, I think we're making a lot of progress here. This module should be able to be done soon, and I already went over for Martine's in topic 1 about our plan. So we're gonna continue working on the ReGen model, but the first step of the ReGen model is the client sales and the value umbus module, right? So instead of doing the entire platform, we're just doing this module, which is very, very simple. And then we're going to go to the value for the payroll and the bills and the you know, HR for the budgets and payrolls. So this will be its own platform. Then we're going to do the investors module and the token module, and then we're going to do the value tracking platform, and then we're going to do the media module, right? And the Arana is going to be a module. POS, we can start with the modules. This can just be like SIM, right? The SIM module, right? So basically, we're going to start with the module. And again, if we go into the dashboard, we can see there's 15 modules. So our top modules are the investor materials module, the media portal model. The advertising model kind of goes with the media portal. We're going to do the token creation model. And then we have, you know, make sure we can receive donations, and, you know, time and contributions is basically like a little mini recruitment model, okay, module, right? So basically these are all like the modules that we're going to be getting set up, and there's 15 of them. Ooh, grants is going to be a really good one too. So each of these modules basically supports the revenue generation and the resource generation. That makes sense? All right. Anyways, I guess everyone's gone.
Madam J, I think Martin is gone.
All right. So if you guys have no more questions, then I think I'm just going to go. You can continue to work with Martins if he comes back. Otherwise, I think we can wrap up and be done.
Okay, Martin is back.
So any other last questions?
Wow. Now I'm asking, is this platform for us, or we great for other clients to use?
Basically, this platform can be for...
It's break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
This platform can be for any project, so they can have unlimited projects, right? So this would just be the Umbus SVG project, right? And then under the pricing, like basically once the platform is functional, people can come and they can pay us money to sign up to set up their own projects.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, but right now we're just not ready to launch publicly because we literally don't have a modules, right? I mean, we're literally, there's only one that works. So When all 15 modules work, then we can launch publicly and then let the public sign on, or at least have half of them work, like 7 or 8, right? Then we can let the public know about it, and other people can sign up and pay us money. So basically, you'll be able. I mean, this isn't set up yet, but basically they can set up a project, or they can set up multiple projects, and there'll be, the enterprise model, so that which would be more expensive. But basically, if we can use this, but the main reason we're creating this, of course, is to generate revenue for ourselves, right?
Yes.
But then once it's set up, anyone can sign on and use it and pay us money to help their own organization or project generate revenue. Okay? So anyways, it's basically going to be like, 15 little mini modules, right? If you go about this, the whole philosophy is a small executable slice of a larger, broader, unified system that is going to involve different platforms, right? So for example, if we go into the dashboard, you need team communications. So for the team communications, we're just going to connect PEP, but someone could connect, Discord or other communication platforms. We would obviously connect PEP. And then the same difference in relationship to prioritization, we can connect size, right? So for prioritization, it would really just be like 1 or 2 lists, like just for that team would be connected, or that project would be connected in. Does that make sense? So PEP, the communication and prioritizations basically is already done, because we just need to connect size and PEP, right? And these platforms already exist. So every single one of these will have its own platform. Media Portal might even have multiple platforms, right? But for now, this is like the mini version of everything. It's just like one list or one chat room or one client closing system, Does that make sense?
Time to pause. Please stop.
Yeah, it
Close
makes
your
sense.
eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your
But
eyes.
if we can get this platform working, I think it'll be our most valuable platform yet, as far as like actually creating something that builds value for customers. If we can get this all working, it'll be very, very simple, and it will have a lot of services offered to clients at a very, very superficial and mundane level. For example, the Media Portal will only connect like maybe 2, 3, maximum 5 social media platforms, and then it'll just basically take an RSS feed or existing feed or existing information, and then it will just share that in a frequency that is selected, and then you'll be able to update the posts, and then it'll just automatically post based on the frequency, and that's it, right? So it's going to be a very, very simple media portal for posting to social media. And we're going to do that as soon as we finish with our value tracking and payroll, right? So the first thing is the client sales and the client contracts. The second thing is the value and payroll and bills and all that. Then the third thing will be the investor module, right? So we can note here, this would be the priority, and this would be, is it a platform or a module? So for ReGen, it's a platform. Right? For this one, it's going to be a module for clients. The value is going to be a platform. Investors is going to be a module. Token creation is going to be a module. And value track is going to be a platform. Media hub is going to be a module, right? So the modules is all going to be part of ReGen, right? So ReGen is basically going to be like our little mini modules. Instead of creating entire separate platforms, it's just going to be a small module. The process hub is going to be a platform. This is going to be kind of like our process staffing. This will be staffing. So I don't know when we want to set up the staffing, but this is very, very important for the board meeting in the Earth session. So this is not going to help the event, but it will help the single session of the board meeting, because it's going to be like the arcs and the staffing processes of organizing all the proposals and organizing all of the decisions and all that, right? So then instead of doing an entire Arana Hub platform, we're just going to do a UI agent or AI agent module. And then instead of entire POS platform, we're just going to do the sim module. Okay?
Yeah.
So the time core, I don't know. That's not really currently in our module, so I think this would need to be a platform. This is a platform.
Now inhale.
Recruitment and training can be a module.
Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So the training component in the outreach is going to be its own separate platforms, and so the training, we're definitely not doing the training, but the recruitment and specifically the HR part will go through the value platform. And then also the module will have the time and contribution. So volunteering, advising, recruitment, there will be a very small module that will like put the positions and the general work that we're looking for, and that people can contribute time and how they can get involved. So that they'll have a little mini module on recruitment and time contributions, because that is a form of resource generation, right? People's time is a huge resource, right? So that is a very important component of ReGen. And then I don't think we're going to be doing this. This is going to have to be its own platform, right? I think we're going to just get rid of the grievance one for now. Okay, so anyways, hopefully this makes a little bit more sense in terms of like that we're separating out the modules from the platforms. And that we're going to be doing all these little mini ReGen modules instead of entire platforms, which is going to significantly speed everything up. And then we do need to add the other modules. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 modules of 15. So that means there is 8 more, right? So the other 8 modules we should add to our list, and then we can prioritize which ones we think are the most important of the 15 modules. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. And eventually they'll all be their own platforms again. So anyways, I think this is exciting. I do obviously want to get the client closing working, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it is working minus, well, the manual model is working. So as long as we do everything manually the way we already know, it is working. You just click, 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 and that's all done. But eventually we'll automate and figure out how to get the AI working. Obviously right now the AI doesn't really do anything. I mean, it's just a blank. It's just like you can't even see what's going on here because the font is like the wrong. Let's try to fix this real quick.
Unless you highlight, you cannot even see it.
So the AI Studio is not very helpful so far. First is that the preview text color is
Close your eyes. Count.
almost
1,
white,
2,
so
3,
you
4,
can't
5.
read it.
Open your eyes.
Text color needs to be black on the white background so you can actually read the document, right? Or we need to have a dark or a black background, right? So from there, it would also be helpful if we could have choices to switch which AI LLMs are being used within the studio, because the Gemini doesn't seem to know what is going on, and it didn't seem to be editing the document either. So maybe we could get that. All right, so let's just try this one last thing. See if it can fix it. And if it does fix it, that would be pretty cool. So it added in all of this new stuff. So basically it fixed a bunch of stuff. So it has real-time collaboration. All team members now see changes instantly via Super 8's real-time subscriptions. So we should have all the real-time collaboration. It says export import functionality. You should be able to export JSON files for clients and then import them again. Audit trail. Every insert, update, delete on clients is now logged in client closing audit table with full before after data, so even deleted data can be recovered. Optimistic locking. Version column prevents current re-overwrites when multiple team members are editing. Safer migration. Local storage data is only deleted after confirming database write succeeds. Recovery option. The audit log preserves all changes so data can be reconstructed even after deletion. All right. Anyways, so I don't know what all this means, but basically it set up a whole bunch of stuff so that hopefully we never lose data again.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
It's going to fix the AI Studio preview text color, add element model selection, and make the AI actually edit the document. Let me first check the current implementation. Now here's the issue. Let me fix all three. Preview text color. Okay. Preview text color, add element module selector, connect to real AI for document editing. Connect to real AI for document editing. So I don't know if it actually was real. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's get out of this and then refresh when it's done. So maybe it's possible that it was just not actual real AI.
Okay.
Anyways, we're really close to getting the client closing functional, but once this is functional, we should be able to send our client updates, create proposals, create scope. So that we currently have 2 active clients. So the 2 most important clients that we add here. Wow, I don't know what that was. So the 2 most important clients that we add are going to be Jurison, right? And then this is like our normal client billing monthly, right? And then the other one is the new Vortex operations billing, right? So these are our 2 active current clients that we have. Okay?
Yes.
So this is sort of like umbrella client work, and this is sort of like the new operations contract. So then from there, the other very, very important clients that we're going to want to add are SBLC, UTG, UMC, and UET. Okay?
Okay.
So these would be the 4 primary clients. And then the umbrella for that would be Activity. And then we can add all the other groups and clients eventually as needed. So eventually we'll have a few dozen internal clients, but this will get it started. So these are the 2 that we need to do. If we can get these set up to be automated, basically automating as much as possible of the invoice processes and sending the invoice and all that, it would be great. But some of this, I mean, I don't know. We're just going to see how this goes. Because again, this is not the full platform. This is just a module. So it's not going to do everything for us. It's only going to do the overall, like help us with our progress, help us draft things, and make sure it gets sent. Right?
Yeah.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
It should be able to send an invoice with the AI off, so we might need to fix that. But the other things don't really work without the AI. All right, let's see what it says. Okay, so it says that it fixed all these things. The preview, real AI had created AI Studio Edge function that actually edits documents. When the AI updates the documents, it parses the response and updates the preview panel real time. Okay, so let's see what happens. All right, so what do we want to do? What do we want to test? Creating a proposal, creating a scope, creating an invoice. Creating deliverables
Invoice.
timeline. An invoice.
Yes.
Okay, so we need an example invoice. So I would come in here. I would go to the client module configuration. I would go to our uploaded documents, and then I would want to upload a new document with our with our what we want to create an invoice. We need the invoice. So where's the invoice?
We don't see the other invoice.
Say what?
You don't have the invoice? Or should
I'm asking for the invoice.
Oh, let me send it. Our invoice, right? The invoice deliverable, yes.
This is it here?
Yep.
Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download this as a CSV. I think you can upload XLS now, I'm not sure.
Of our notes.
Okay, so now we have the invoice here. Oh, that's archive. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the client closing. We go to the test. Wait, did we refresh? Make sure we refreshed everything. Okay, so now let's give a try to do the invoice, create invoice. Okay, so the invoice looks actually pretty good. I mean, that looks like a normal invoice, right?
Wow.
So the overall, like, test is pretty good as far as getting in the initial thing. So it says, I have access to all information about client knowledge base, test name, company name, this and that. All right. So if this was the actual, like this would be the overall Jurison invoice. Is that correct?
Now inhale, 1, 2,
see Jurison.
3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So this would be the Jurison invoice. So basically you would come in here and it would build to Jurison because it would be the test, right? And then what we would want to do is within the actual client, we would upload the actual document. So if this was the Jurison client, I would actually make sure that we are uploading the Jurison invoice to the Jurison client. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because then it would understand what the previous invoice looked like. So now what I would do is I would say, okay, can you use the existing invoice in our documents as a initial framework for our deliverables? Do you have access to that, or should I upload it for you? All right, so then we'll see what responds. And look, you can actually change the, wait, is it actually gonna work? No, it doesn't work. Okay.
I do not
have access to Excel documents, previous conversations. Please upload the invoice. Okay, so it does not. It says it doesn't have access. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload it directly here and say, okay, okay, please use this invoice as the template for the list of deliverables and all the work we did for the client for this new month. The month is, let's just say, December 2025, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the due date is, let's say, January 10th. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay, I can see there.
Oh, yeah, it actually did some stuff.
Yes, when it just come automatic.
Yeah, so description, quantity, rate. So this is description. It doesn't have money though. So let's charge the client, $250. So it says website design phase, so you can see here that it's just not particularly, like, it's not really getting all the data that we want to. Like, I don't even know if it actually was able to read the document. So it says document updated, but it doesn't actually say that it actually was able to read it.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And you can also see this is costing us, so far it's cost 11 cents. Well, that could now 17 cents. As an AI, I don't see uploaded documents in the traditional sense, nor do I retain memory of past uploads and conversations beyond our current interaction. When you refer to as the document I provided, I wasn't able to access any specific file you might have uploaded in a previous turn. However, I did infer from your request, please. Yeah. So anyways, there's still some problems, but it's getting a start to this,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll keep fixing it, and eventually, once we have a template, it'll be pretty easy to copy it. But we should be able to give it a list of work, right? So let's just say, okay, here's the work done. Can you just add all this work? It should be able to do that. So can you add all of these costs to the invoice? We are charging the client, and yeah, see what happens. Boom. Okay. So you can see here it's kind of still a little bit messy, but it's all there. It didn't add up the columns quite correctly, but
Yeah, it's fine.
Can you simplify the amount to a single total per line and make sure it all adds up correctly? And remove taxes. There's no taxes. Alright. Huh. I've simplified each line, but it's not actually
but the line
organized.
no.
I don't know. Yeah, but you can see that it is using the template because it has the payment instructions, because we have payment instructions in our template as well. But it has the total at 250 still. I don't know if the total is correct. Anyways, the point is that this is close. This costs 30 cents estimate. That's the estimated cost, right? So ideally, you'll be able to do it quickly and easily, but we just need to give it the list as simple as possible, right? So let's try simplifying this list a little bit. So let's say if I copied the deliverable, right, and put that here, and then I copied the total amount.
Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
And put that here. And then ask it if it can do this. Okay. I simplified the table for you. If you could remove the complicated table and put this instead. Anyways, the point is that you can just keep the existing model in there. So yeah, so now it's a little simpler that we just have a dollar amount. And you might be able to even like flip it, if you're trying to make it look all fancy, and not be so ugly, you could just like flip it like that, and then you would have it, the other way around, right? Can we flip and put the dollar amount on the right so it looks better? Yep. That didn't work.
Did not work. We can remove the whole information and try again.
Yeah, you can definitely do it again. Huh.
No.
I don't know. It's not working. Anyways, let's see if it can save it so we can download it. It downloads as a text. So I don't know what that even means or why we'd want it as a text, but we'll take a look at it. Oh no. It disappeared. Oh no, it disappeared. It's gone. Huh. It's so weird.
Nothing.
Document saved to client files. So you can see here that it was saved here. So I should be able to upload the one that I downloaded. So choose file. This one. So
Break.
invoice test, but I can't actually click on it. But you should be able to click on it and download it and then eventually even send it or have it access it. So anyways, there's still a lot to be organized and worked out here in terms of making this work, but at least it started, and eventually we should have a way to get at least a little help with our client organization here, and just trying to make sure that, and then eventually once this is all set up, this can all even be automated with the client, where the client can work with the AI and finalize, and then we just approve it, and then it's just like it done, right? It'll all be automated where basically the client is approving the proposal and the scope, and then we're just kind of overseeing the AI doing it for us, and then we just approve it in main session or whatever needs to be approved, and then it's done, right? So even though this doesn't necessarily work, you can see how it can work in the future once we get it all set up properly. Yeah. But either way, it still helps us. And again, we don't need the AI for any of this. We are already perfectly capable of setting up our own contracts and our own proposals and even our deliverables timelines, that we just don't do the work, right?
Okay.
So this will at least help us in the future to get it, to help us at least know the steps and know it needs to get done, and to help us at least draft things, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can see overall it's all there. It just needs to be troubleshooted, and every time we work on it, we'll improve it, and it should get better. Yeah, and I don't know exactly. I don't know yet how to set up the AI to have better memory and all of that. Like, this is not an AI platform. So again, our original goal was to set up the AI platform first, which was going to be the Arana Hub, and then link our AI to all of our other platforms, but we just don't have that, right? So this AI is just not particularly smart. Also, I've never really used Gemini. Right, so if you come in here, this is cool. It says, so right now it's using Gemini Flash. So we should be able to change this eventually, but right now we can't change it. Yeah. Also, another error or bug here was when downloading a document, this is the invoice, right? Invoice, it did not save and did not complete. Like, it should not exit the AI Studio, and so the info was lost. Let's take a look at what actually got downloaded.
Okay.
And the break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Okay, so I'm just going to share my entire screen, and then I need to get going. So this is just the invoice that was but again, this is just going to go basically like an email. It actually looks better here than it did on the preview.
Good.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, it's very, very simple. So, we probably want to zhizz it up a little bit, what should be pretty easy to do.
Hey, why is it looking nice here and that other side was not? Okay.
I don't know.
What have you done?
I mean, maybe it was just skinny. Like, maybe it was, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know why it looks nice here.
If you can remember, there is this, I think AI
recognizes more of MD output generation of the document. So maybe that's one of the reasons. So it doesn't mostly deal with all this direct text to output of a thing.
Yeah. Anyways, I feel like the most important thing here is that it just helps us like do the work in an organized way, and even though the work itself needs to be manually completed, like we might need to manually send the invoice, we might need to manually finalize it, or manually approve the contract in the main session, right? At least this kind of helps us get organized and makes it a little fun. So I think the other thing that's missing is the activity log. I know it existed before, but then it sort of disappeared. Usage. Yeah, so here's the activity log. Client added, client added, client added, client added, report approved, AI analyst completed. So this is all from previous, no, this is from today. Yeah. So the activity log should be able to automatically be turned into value and exported and sent to the new value platform that we're doing. Okay? And I can also look for me, like if I go in here and I say settings and I go to the usage, no activity. So the activity for that one is different. And then if I go to my personal account, return to personal, and I say settings, oh, here we go. The activity is in this one. No activity. Yeah. Anyway, so the point is that the activity log is the value, so that when you're using these sites, and if we do the work on the platforms that we're doing, every single step that we take.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Every action that we take is supposed to be logged, and then that should be automatically added into our value systems, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that becomes basically like a gamification, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, you know, I feel like this is still obviously needs work. So I'm willing to work on it with you guys. So, but again, remember that the ReGen platform itself, these modules are like little mini slices of the actual goal, right? So the client closing is not, it's not supposed to like be this like the Umbus platform itself will just do everything for Umbus, right? All of our client coordination, all of our, you know, planning and everything, right? This does very, very little. It's just gonna basically finalize the contracts, make sure we're getting our money. That's it. That's all it's supposed to do. Okay? So I personally feel this is.
I don't understand. What do you mean by client closing?
So basically, client closing is the process of approving the scope and the contract and the budget and the payment terms within the scope and the proposal, right? Once you have this and you have your deliverables established, then you're sending the invoice and getting paid. So that's it. It's just trying to finalize the contract agreement with the client so that we're getting paid. That's the income, right? That's the generation of the revenue.
So which contract are we completing?
Well, the two contracts that we already have that I already went over is the Jurison and the Vortex Operations Billing. So there's the normal umbrella client work that we already do, which is Jurison, and then we have the Vortex Operations Billing, which is the brand new one we just added. So these are two separate monthly invoices that we are doing every single month. The new invoices we want to add, right? So these ones are existing, right? So the new ones that we want to add is SBLC, UTG, UMC, and UET. And then the umbrella would be activity, right? All of these are under activity. Okay?
Okay.
So this is the new contract that we're trying to get started.
Okay.
These are the new contracts, right?
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Okay, so basically, we just go and we enter those into here, and then we can track the invoices and we can track where we are, that we got the payment, and then we want to do, you know, client updates. So we're supposed to be doing updates. We can just, for example, this entire session, I could take the transcript for the session. I could ask for a summary of the session, which we do all the time for all of our sessions, right? With AI. And then I would come in here and I'd say send client update. I would upload the summary and then ask the AI to create a summary, to use that summary to create an update to the client on what we just accomplished, right? So then you could just send, look, it actually has the send button, even though we know it doesn't work. But then you could send that to the client, and then you can check, okay, we sent the ongoing updates to the client. We're supposed to be sending updates twice a month, every 2 weeks, but you know, if we did it every once in a while, it'd be good. And then of course we're trying to do the work and make sure we're getting paid and all of that. And then every once in a while we want to review the agreements and contract and purpose to make sure everything is updated. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then if we want to add the drafts in here, we could add the drafts. But again, everything can be done manually. You don't need the AI. So you can turn the AI off and just do everything manually perfectly fine.
Okay.
Right? So all of this can be used for training as well, where we could say, okay, here's an example invoice. This is what the invoice is supposed to look like. So even with the AI off, it could still give examples and help people do the work manually, even if they're not using the AI.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't know why it says closed here. Probably because I clicked all of the buttons. Let's see if I go back here. See, it says closed. I don't know why it's saying closed, but whatever. Okay. Anyways, any other last questions? Otherwise, I think, so again, for me, I feel like this is like 70-80% completed. We're not expecting that much from it anyways. But eventually it should be able to basically do everything automated. Like if we have a meeting with the client or you meet with me, we take the summary of the notes. It should be easily able to create a proposal.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
It should be easily able to create a simple proposal, a simple scope, deliverables timeline, invoices. It should be able to send invoices and client updates. So all of this should be pretty easy to do. It might take programming, right, for a few more weeks or months to get it set up, to make it better and better so that it's exactly what we want. But other than that, it's like, it's fine, right? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and probably what we're gonna want to do is something like this. Like you clicked on, you know, create an invoice. And then what will happen is that it should, instead of going directly to the AI Studio, it should bring up a setup where it says, okay, well, what's the invoice for? What has been completed? And you put all the information in that you copy and paste, and then it goes to the AI to finalize, and then you can download it, right? So it's probably the way that we'll fix this is that it will make it so that everything you're doing, it'll have a screen that comes up where you input all the correct information before it goes to the AI. So that would be a good idea. So let's do that. So when engaging the AI Studio, a window should pop up to first gather all the necessary information and documents that the AI will need to be able to complete the task correctly. All right, so anyways, we can do that very easily, and then that will help us make the AI be more functional if we have the correct information for the AI before going into the studio to create the document. So if there's no other questions, I think we're good.
Okay.
So anyway, so let's finish up these actions.
Question, but
yeah,
it's one step at a time. You cannot ask all the questions today.
Yeah. I think this other does see the other action is perfect. So the other action actually tells you what you're trying to accomplish, and then it opens the studio. So we want this window that pops up for every single action, so that it's asking you for the information that the AI will need before it actually does the work. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I want to update all these actions to have the window that pops up to collect all the data information that we need.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Before going to the AI studio. Okay? I think that'll help a lot.
Okay.
Then we want to fix the document formatting and setup and all that, make sure it looks good. Fix the emailing, and then this is done. So I mean, I think another day or two on this will be maybe one more session, maybe two more at most, and then we're done with all of this, right? So this is, and then we're gonna go on to the value. Okay, and we can be working on the value one while we're working on this as well. So anyways, I think this is gonna go really good. I think it's gonna be very, very helpful, but it's not necessarily perfect yet. It might take another couple days or a week or so to get it so that it's functional, and then it might take another 6 months to really learn how to work with the AI, to train the AI to do all of these things perfectly for us, right? So we trained Nexus how to do it pretty well, but again, we've never created our own AI platform, so this is the first time we're ever trying to set up AI correctly on our own platform, right? And this is not the way we're supposed to be setting up AI. One of the components of our modules is the AI support, right? So the AI support would be creating an AI assistant or AI agent specifically for the project, right? So each project can have its own direct AI agent that would oversee the project itself. And that's going to be where we get into much more details on how the AI will run and function. Whereas within the client closing, we're just really not focused on that. But eventually we might be able to bring the AI that we made from the AI support for the project into the client closing, right? So, you know, we're going to want to get to that eventually, and that is definitely going to be gotten to. So we're going to get to that right here. It's like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th or 7th one would be the module for not the Media Hub. It's 8. It's like down here, right? So this is the module for the Arana Hub, right? So just setting up a AI agent. So it's going to be just a normal AI agent. We're not going to do a huge like UI agents and like all the training, everything. It's not going to be complicated. So it'd be very, very simple AI agent model. It's not going to be the full Arana Hub platform that we want, but we should be able to quickly and easily get a agent set up for each project, train it to understand everything that it needs to know for the project, including all of the wait, no, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Oh yeah.
Pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So you can see the report history. So this is the original report of what the AI recommended for the project when we set up the project. So when you set up a project, it actually does a full report and puts all the goals to the project and all the wins and everything. And it didn't, I uploaded a bunch of documents and it seems to have lost the documents. So there are project documents that we can use to support the AI. So this is also an important thing that we need to look into. So the project documents disappeared. So project documents disappeared. Cool. So that also needs to be addressed. And then all of this basically, right, create deliverables timeline, we did that. All of this was already done. So this is just, this is all can go into size. ReGen, yeah. So just say add priority and copy paste. Done. Add priority, copy paste. Done. And add priority, copy paste. Done. All right. Was there
I think we have now platform, 3 platforms so far.
No, I think we have parts of other ones as well. But yeah, size,
We
PEP,
have size.
and ReGen and root. So there's at least 4, and then we have OSSO, which we have half done. But we're not going to be launching OSSO for testing yet. So we're just not even doing that one yet. So again, now what we're doing though is that instead of only building platforms, we're also doing these modules, right? So it's going to go a lot faster because each module is like a little mini version that's super easy, super fast, super, you know, I mean, it took me 3 days to get the ReGen platform set up, including like the home screen and all of this, so that it looks really good with the 15 revenue priorities. And then it took and we have the about screen and the pricing, and then it took a while just to get the overall site functional with the login, and you know, we had a lot of problems today as well. But then it only took me maybe like a few, like let's say a day. So it took 3 days to do the entire site, but it took less than a day for me to actually do the module for the client sales. So these modules go much, much faster than an entire platform. So once we get the client sales, we're going to go to the value platform and start working on the payroll and bills and the budgets. And then we'll get back to the modules for ReGen to get the investors and tokens, and then we'll finish our value tracking, and then we'll get into the media hub.
Breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So what we could do for UTG here under size, right? If we go into size here and we have UTG, we can note here that some of these there will be modules, right? So like the value platform is going to be a platform, right? And then the size platform, PEP platform, investor platform is no longer a platform. This is going to be a module. Okay? So for this one, we're just doing the investor module, Umbus client closing module, right? So we're gonna wait on full platform, right? Wait on full Umbus. Identity is going to be a full platform. Media platform. So for this one, we're going to do the media module first, right? And then wait on full platforms, right? Okay, so we want to make sure that, and this is also going to be a module, right? This is going to be the token module within ReGen. Arana Hub also going to be a module within ReGen, right? Okay, so basically we're kind of updating the entire plan for UTG, and then we can actually be voting on this and updating and deciding what modules of the 15. So we need to make sure every module is added, right? So we have 15 modules, and we want to make sure each of these 15 modules are added to the UTG list so that we can continually be prioritizing which of these modules we want to do first, and then eventually we can get into the platforms. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right. Are there any other questions, or are we good?
For now.
So now I understand this thing. So size is just to prioritize work. It's not helping us do anything work. And this other
size only does two things. Size has our list of all of our prioritization, then it can help us downsize when we're doing too much, right? So anytime we think we're doing too much, we hit the downsize button and it'll get a report and help us reduce the overall
Time
workload.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes.
Right.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So basically size is like one module, right? So when we talk about prioritization, size is just one module, which is the prioritization module. Right? So prioritization is extremely important for revenue generation, because if we try to do everything, we're not going to make money, right? We need to prioritize and downsize and get focused. So size will be just like one list, or one component of size will be incorporated into the modules, or you can use spreadsheets or use whatever way you're going to prioritize for your project. We're going to use size, but other projects might use spreadsheets or other forms of prioritization, but we are going to use size and integrate size into ReGen. So basically prioritization and communications is already done. Like these two modules will take, less than a half an hour, because all we have to do is just integrate PEP and size into ReGen. That make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's just not a priority right now, because we don't need these in ReGen. We can just go to size and we can just go to PEP, right? But when we launch ReGen publicly, we obviously want to incorporate them, because other people will want to have access to PEP and size within their dashboard. Super duper important. All right.
Good work. How I hope this thing can work.
Yes. So the most.
We have been doing a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, our goal is to bring in money as quickly as possible, right? We need to make money. So the most important things is making sure that we're meeting our deadlines, so we can get our payroll and our value tracking set up and functional, and we're meeting our deadlines, and we're getting our bills done, and we're getting our budgets done, and all of our deadlines are getting better as a team, and we're doing our work. That's going to be super duper helpful. So any platform, any system that's going to help us achieve our work quicker, super duper important, because if we are not meeting our deadlines, then we have major problems. From there, we want to get our client contracts finalized for the new contracts, so we can bring in more money, getting paid more money for the payroll. And then we want to do our investor module, our token creation, so that we have our tokens, and then the media hub. So the media hub is by far the most important thing of connecting all of our communications. We already have all of our updates, right? So if you go to PEP,
Time to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
So if you go to PEP, we have our updates, right? So you have all of our session updates. So we have lots and lots of session updates here with all the summaries. And so if these are just going out to the public, it would be amazing, right? So we're really close on getting this all working. And then once we have the media hub set up, everything else is really just extra on top. So I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps is that this is what we need to be the minimal we need to start being functional. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, most of this is just 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4 modules and 2 platforms. And this isn't going to magically address all of our deadlines, but we have a couple other platforms and deadlines that we can do. So we want to make sure that every single deadline. So let's make sure this is a task. So I'll put this like whoops, wrong one. Notes. So I'll put this as a task, right? So make sure every single deadline has a platform, and make sure that every possible platform is added to the UTG priorities list, right? So this is the task that's just super duper important that we need to make sure is organized. all of our deadlines have a platform, and that all of our platforms are added to the priorities list. And then I can also link the priorities list for UTG, which is right here.
Okay.
And then once that's done, then we can all vote on this and vote on. I'm pretty sure you guys are already added here. Yeah, Lucy and Martins are added. So you guys can vote
Okay.
on helping to prioritize all of our modules and platforms, right?
Okay.
And this should help us everything go a lot faster, because anything that we can put into a module will just go like 100 times faster than doing a full platform. All right. Anyways, let's make sure we're doing our wrap up, adding our hours. I mean, we're obviously not following policy today, so there's not a lot of value. We did have flow, so there's some value. We just did not actually follow policy. I mean, there's no breaks, there's nothing, right? We're not doing breaks, we're not doing all of the work that's required to, so maybe 50% value. Okay. Does that make sense, Martins?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a quick summary here with flow. And let me know when you're done.
Okay, I'm doing that.
Okay, I'm going to change and access.
Let's see about the new thing.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Ciao.
Yeah.
As the break time to start, please get focused on the session.
City.
Or like the toffee.
I just want to eat a little food and I'll be good to go. Help Miss Lady.